Okay, class, today we are going to discuss getting an A in your Project 1 assignment due this week on Sunday. So before anyone asks, it's due on Sunday. Being careful not to include the name of the individual who wrote this. It's obviously not from this term, but I wanted a kind of a stark example of what you should do and shouldn't do. So let's go ahead and dive into this. First of all, you'll be asked to write a mission statement. A mission statement should answer 5 questions. And if you want to grab a pen and paper, you can do that, or you can type this out. But I would definitely make note of what I'm about to say. The 5 questions are, what do I do? How do I do it? Who do I do it for? What value am I bringing? That's an important one. What is my reason for professional and academic existence? Okay, a lot of times just kind of inherently people state what they're going to do. They don't often say how they're going to do it or what value they're bringing. It's often framed in terms of this is for myself and this is what I want. But you also have to say what you bring to the table. So in other words, a mission statement narrows down kind of the cornerstones of your academic and professional purpose. And it needs to be appealing and engaging. A lot of times I'll see a lengthy mission statement that reads like a discussion post. Or I'll see something that's just far too brief. So I'll see both extremes. So let's look at this one, for example. My mission statement is to reach and complete my goal successfully. Okay, what is the goal? What are you trying to reach? And then keep in mind, goals come after this. So this isn't a goal, this is your vision of the future, or your mission for the future. Getting my degree in business management by April 2022. Okay, so you want everything to be framed in complete sentences and concise terminology. Having to receive my degree, I would like to manage a small business just to get the feel of it. Okay, so your mission is something that you feel strongly about. You don't talk about getting the feel of something. Getting the feel of something is something for your goals. Getting the feel of something doesn't really apply to this assignment in general because your goals are SMART goals, which are very concise. Having the knowledge to operate a business, I'm willing to open a business soon. Okay, so does this person answer any of the questions? They do say what they're going to do, but it's hinging around the degree. And then that seems to be it, or starting a business. It's not really stated how do I do it or what value I'm bringing. So what value, I have no idea what value the individual brings to the table. And these are generally soft skills, things that you're good at. Hard skills are things that are kind of learned. Soft skills, for example, great customer service or something like that. That would be important in starting a business because you'll want to develop relationships with the community. So things like that. You'll want to state what you bring to the table. And if you already have some hard skills that apply to your degree, you'd want to put them in your mission statement as well. This isn't really framed in decisive language, so it doesn't really define what the reason for professional and academic existence is. So make sure you answer those questions as you draft your statement. That is what I'm looking for. And if it isn't done, then I will mark the rubric accordingly. I've had students state that I wasn't clear on what I wanted. But if you read the preview announcement for week 5, it's all about mission statements. So you can get further information through the week 5 preview announcement, which is actually a presentation of mission statements. So let's move down to SMART goals. So before we start, let's define kind of what a SMART goal is. It's concrete, short-term, and measurable. So going into that first goal, successfully completing my degree in business management. Is this a short-term goal? Probably not, unless you're one term away from finishing your degree. That's more of a long-term goal. So think of the short-term things that you have to do in order to reach that long-term goal. So you want to break it down on a much more micro level. The second goal is not in a complete sentence. All of these goals need to be in complete sentences. I think that's even stated in the directions for this section. Written as full sentences. So financially stable. Okay, that's very broad and subjective. Someone's definition of financially stable is different. Each person's definition of that is different. So you'll definitely want to define what that is. Maybe break it down even smaller. For example, the envelope system of budgeting. You can do some research on that. It's a great method. So an example of a SMART goal, I will use the envelope system by June 5th, and I will, and then that will be a measurement in itself because you either use it or you don't use it. So make sure you also put a date, a deadline, some sort of time that you'll start it. It needs to be time-based. And then the third one has nothing to do with the mission statement. This individual wants to visit France. I don't really see how that ties to the mission statement of business management. So that goal would obviously need to be completely thrown out and a new one would need to be put in its place. So just to summarize the SMART goal, first of all, I would look up SMART goals. And you need, just to summarize this part, you need to have a deadline and a measurement for success, and it needs to be short-term. For the mission statement, again, you need to answer these questions. What do I do? How do I do it? Who do I do it for? What value am I bringing? What is my reason for professional and academic existence? So I've had individuals who want to be a lawyer and they want to do a certain amount of pro bono work or something like that. So it's just, what is the thing that drives you most about your degree? What do you feel passionate about? That's your reason for professional and academic existence. What value are you bringing? We already talked about that. Who do I do it for? You'll need to answer that question. How do I do it? A lot of it hinges around developing skills and getting your degree. And then what do I do? So that's pretty clear what you do. If you're not sure what you're going to do with your degree, I would think of something for the purposes of this assignment. That's all I have for you today. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. Thank you.